What are you guys doing? Huh? These are the neighborhood. We got more over here coming in.
Are they?
Around the trailer. They just kind of around through the trees and brush. And... Hi, I'm Greg.
I'm Shelly, and together we're Dave's Great Adventure.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see.
You see him?
I don't know.
We have company.
We have company. The deer. Oh, right there.
Right behind me. We were going to go to the lake this morning and do our video recording, but Shelley walked outside and the deer were back just hanging out, so thought you guys might enjoy the local wildlife.
Yeah.
They're still there.
Oh yeah. So today's video is kind of still a recap of our time in South Dakota.
Yep.
And we're a little bit behind, but we wanted to document all of this and share with all of you our things that we saw and our trip and highlights. And
Yep. And so this is kind of the second half of the time we had in South Dakota. And in this video, it's went to Mount Rushmore. Just showed kind of the drive up there. And you know, we get up there and as you'll see that they're renovating Mount Rushmore. So even though we got up early and we got there early, it quickly filled up because there's really nowhere for people to go. There's just that, you know, area you walk through and it's all the stores and the restaurant, and then there's the fence where they're beyond that they're renovating it, and so it got crowded real fast. And,
when we parked there were cars, but not too many. But by the time we left, probably a half hour, 45 minutes, half hour later.
And there were bus after bus after bus piling in there.
So we just went ahead and left.
Yeah, so we left. We want to, you know, we've already said we're going to go back there, but
they have
hopefully
some
they'll
really
be done.
neat
That way
trails.
we can go on trails and hikes up in there, but that was all closed while we were there. So, but you'll be able to see that. And also encourage you guys, this is another, you know, national parks, you know, pass. So if you have that pass, you can use it to get in here. Otherwise, it's like $35 a rig.
America the Beautiful pass.
So, but also, you know, you need to go early, and that way you avoid the crowds typically. When the crowds can have an area to disperse, but it was just like in the store there. I mean, just to go through the store, it was just like elbow to elbow people, and it was crazy. So we got our stuff and got out of there.
I think we bought our grandbabies shirts. Did we buy them shirts?
Yeah, we bought them.
I think so.
The girls some shirts and stuff like that. So hopefully you enjoy it. So here's that part.
We'll see you in a bit. We are here. Unfortunately, they are doing some renovation, so this is as close as we can get, but that's okay. We made it. It's pretty awesome.
And then this second part of this video is, I think it was kind of the coolest area.
It's starts as you're coming out of Mount Rushmore, headed towards Custer State Park.
Yeah, Custer
Yeah.
State Park, and it's through the town there. I can't remember, but I mean,
I don't remember.
you come down off the hill and you basically make a right. Anyway, it's called Iron Mountain Road, and it's like 17 miles. But we stopped a couple of times and made a couple of hikes and stuff like that. But the road itself, I mean, you got to plan at least an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
At least,
Yeah.
especially if you're going to stop and do any of the little hike. I mean, we're talking about short hikes just out for viewing. And most everything along that road, when they have pull-offs and different stuff, it's viewing back towards Mount Rushmore. And that was just kind of, there's peekaboo deals. They actually did the tunnels through the rock.
Yeah, and I took
so like
pictures
that, a lot of
and
them when
video
you're
of
driving through there, it's actually, you come out and you see, you're pointing right at Mount Rushmore. So it's kind of cool the way they did it. But, you know, we have a 1-ton long bed dually. And so we had to measure the width. And we
Make sure.
had about 4 inches, I believe.
Yeah.
Is clearance, you know, for the width on some of these tunnels. We're too wide and too big to go through the tunnels up in the Needles area. So that's why we really want to go on this trip here. When we go back, we're going to rent a
4x, a quad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quad, and
go.
and
It was just
go
too
everywhere.
cold
But it was just too cold
to do that.
and stuff like that. And we were kind of there in the off season where a lot of the places were shut down
Yeah.
that rented them, so it was kind of hard to get them. But
Watching this video, of course, we sped it up a little bit, and it feels like a roller coaster. So
Yeah.
as we do it, keep that in mind. And
It's
it's
a-
a little bit longer than I normally would for driving, but I thought it's a roller coaster
Yeah.
ride, so I hope
They
you
have,
enjoy it.
there's a couple places they call, what do they call it? Was it roller coaster curves?
I can't remember.
No, you have it right there
Oh,
on your. She looked it up.
I have some stats on this road that I want to read them because I want to get them right. So Iron Mountain Road experience. It's only 17 miles, but there's 314 curves.
And most of them are 90. I mean, and more
Yeah,
plus.
and 14 switchbacks.
Yeah.
And then there's 3 pigtails that they go
Pigtails,
back
what we
on
call
top of
Yeah,
themselves.
it almost looks like a roller coaster because the bridge is built over the road where you circle around and come back up over.
Crazy.
And,
Yeah. And 3 tunnels.
yeah.
And the 4 presidents, like he said, you could see them through the peekaboos and through the trees. And then 2 splits in the road. And I think I only filmed 1 on there. Or
Yeah.
showed you 1 on there.
This
but-
is not a road ever to even attempt bringing a trailer down.
No,
Of
no,
any-
I don't even think
I think they're not allowed.
let
I mean,
you. Yeah.
you know, I mean, it's just there's no way
There's-
you can get them through the tunnels.
No,
They're
it's-
too short. And
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. So if you were in that area, we highly recommend you take the time. It takes about an hour and a half, like he said, but take the time to drive it because it's amazing. And it was such a beautiful day that
Yeah.
day that we went.
And as much as you're looking out and scenery and all that stuff, pay attention to on the road because it's so tight of a road.
Yeah,
And you need to be
definitely.
watching. There's a lot of motorcyclists and different ones and people stopping and going and stuff like that. So just take your time. Don't be in a hurry.
Yep.
Enjoy the drive. And so hopefully you enjoy this part of the video with the drive
Yep.
and just sit back and enjoy. And we'll get back to you.
We'll see you in a bit.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase. I'm wide awake. Take me away now. 'Cause I won't go down the same old path again now. No, I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. Feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive. taking control. The future is ours now. The road never ends. It's me and my friends. These are the good times. And I'm feeling like I could go on forever. And I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. This feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't
Okay.
Okay.
So this next part is when we get into Custer State Park. And if you've ever heard of Custer State Park, it's mainly wildlife and beautiful scenery. And I cannot remember the herd population, but there's a lot of them there. Unfortunately, the weekend that we were there, it was their yearly roundup. And they had done one roundup that morning, and then the next day, that weekend, was the big event that they have. They let people come in, Rough Riders come in and ride with them. You have to be pre-qualified. So we didn't see a lot.
Yeah, a lot of the lower areas, and they basically herd them up and transport them to, what I understand, to winter grazing ground.
Yeah.
You know, and I, to be honest with you, I apologize. We don't know where that's at. We
should've-
did, but we can't remember.
Yeah, I should have done research. More research.
And so we drove for quite a ways through there, and we didn't see nothing. You know, then all of a sudden we came across. I think she's got some photos of it, but I think they were donkeys or whatever, wild donkeys, or mules or whatever they were. But we got photos of that. You'll see, and of course you know immediately there's any wildlife because cars stopped everywhere all over the road. You know, and there
Traffic jam.
There was like some small motorhomes, and people were popping up off. They were sitting on the roofs, photographing all that stuff. And it's like, you know, okay, you've had enough time now to photograph. You need to move and let other people, you know, so the traffic could move. But it was kind of crazy to stop. But that's all part of the adventure. You just need to give yourself time and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But
we did see a few, and so I got a little video and then a couple pictures that I shared with you.
Yeah, and then buffalo and stuff like that. They were basically all around the rig, you know, as we pulled up through there and stuff.
So mamas and babies and big old bulls and
so hopefully you enjoy that. And that's in this next part of the video. Okay, in this part of the video, we took another drive. Part of this time was, I think we mentioned in an earlier video, I had was bitten by a spider. We found out a couple weeks before, and before we got to the Spearfish area and stuff like that. And actually, I think in this part of the video, you'll see me walking, and my left leg is about 4 shades more red than my left leg over my right leg, and that's the leg that was bit. But it was just infection I was dealing with, and then I was on Benadryl doses, and I just was this kind of rummy dummy.
And he drove.
Well, I wasn't that bad for driving, and we weren't going that fast through the canyons like that. But and we heard so much good things about this drive. Basically, it goes from Spearfish and goes up through these canyons like that. And if you stay on it, it'll wind back around through Deadwood and then back down the road that our campground was on and stuff like that, and then back to 90. Kind of makes a U through there, or you can go anywhere, you know, get off in there. But it's like 22 miles long or something like that. And we have more deer coming in.
Hi, right behind us.
Right behind Shelly.
Can you see it?
I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, yep, you can see her head. But anyway, it's also I mean, it's just beautiful. It really was. Those waterfalls, the color, because we were there in the fall, of course. The color was just beautiful.
It was so pretty.
And it was actually, you know, the several scenes from
Dances with
Dance
Wolves
with Wolves
was
the
filmed
movie
there.
was filmed there, so like that. And you'll probably recognize by some of the video, but especially the ending of the movie and stuff like that was through there. But what do you think of it?
It was beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. And the photographer in me, which I love photography, there were some streams and creeks. I was in heaven that day with all the fall colors. So I didn't want to overload you with pictures, but I just want to share a little bit of the beauty of it.
Yep. So hopefully you enjoy this, and it encourages you to get out there.
This is probably our last little thing on South Dakota from this year. So I just wanted to say, if you get a chance to go there, definitely take advantage of it, because South Dakota has so much to offer.
Yep.
And it's so beautiful and so diverse. Lots to do there, and anyway, we just really enjoyed it. So we hope you enjoy this part of the video as well.
Yep, hopefully. And that's a wrap. And we did it. I don't think we have any bloopers.
No, except maybe some deer shots. I'll try to get some more deer shots here.
And that's it.
Thanks, guys.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. Oh.
So remember, every day's a gift.
So don't count the days, but make the days count. We'll see you soon.
So remember.
No.
Let me start over.
I
was like, what am I supposed to say?
I thought we were going to make the whole thing without any bloopers. But, oh well.
That's it. We'll see. What do we say? See you down the road? Oh, see you soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to make it speak though.
That's okay. Let's say it, and I'll just clip it in there.
Okay.
Here. Aren't you just so cute? Come here. Come here. Baby. Oh, you aren't very fast. You're not very fast, little one. Let me get you some. You got gunky in your eye. This is contraband. I'm not supposed to be feeding them, but I can't help it. We had it left over from the petting zoo. Come here. Come here. Put some right here. It's okay. There you go. Okay. Share with your mama. There you go.